Do you need to develop your self-esteem? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about self-esteem. You need to develop your self-esteem. Indeed, we all need to do this because if you want to succeed in our life, we have to have a high self-esteem. So I want at first to tell you the difference between self-esteem and self-confidence. There's a conflict between self-esteem and self-confidence. A lot of people think that self-esteem is the same thing, self-confidence. No, they are so much different. Self-esteem is so much different than self-confidence. Self-esteem is the way you think about yourself, the way you see yourself, the way you see how you look, the way you see your personality, the way you see how you act to something, how you deal with people. This is your self-esteem. Self-confidence is so much different because self-confidence is the way you think about your abilities, your ability to do something, your ability to succeed in your work, to succeed in your life, to achieve something in your life, to achieve your goals, to plan for something. These are abilities. So you're doubting your abilities if you have low self-confidence. But if you have low self-esteem, so you're just looking at yourself negatively. To have a high self-esteem, you have to be satisfied with yourself, to accept yourself the way it is. Self-esteem is who you are. You have to accept yourself who you are as it is. This is the thing. So you don't have to just look at yourself negatively. This is extremely low self-esteem if you keep criticizing yourself, keep see the negative things in yourself and in your personality. This is low self-esteem. So today's video is about how to avoid this, avoid to have low self-esteem. And notice what? If you have a high self-esteem, everyone will look at you and appreciate you and accept you the way you are and will treat you the way you want them to treat you. So it comes from you, not from people. If you want people to be good to you, you have to be good to yourself at first. And this was the main idea of a course that I made on Udemy. I will leave the link to that course in the description box below so you can go check it out. I was making that course about all this. I was making a course about how to know yourself, how to understand yourself, and eventually how to treat yourself well so people can treat you the way you want. Nobody will treat you well unless you treat yourself well. The first step to improve your self-esteem is to know that you have a low self-esteem. You have to admit it. I have a low self-esteem. I don't have confidence in myself. I don't like the way I am. I don't like the way I look. I don't like my personality. I don't like everything about myself. So just admit this. Some people are denying this, and this is a big problem because if you're not identifying your problem, so you can't fix it or you can't improve your self-esteem. So at first, know that you have low self-esteem and admit it. Okay, to decide if you have a low self-esteem or not, think with yourself about yourself. See if you have negative thoughts about yourself. Look at your inner voice. Look at your thoughts about yourself. Are they negative or positive? If they're negative and you keep nagging yourself about things in you, then you have a low self-esteem. So just notice your inner voice and your thoughts about yourself. You will know if you have high or low self-esteem. In order to notice that you have a low self-esteem and to notice your inner voice and your thoughts, you can do it while you're just sitting like this and thinking about yourself immediately. You will not see the negative. I want you to grab a piece of paper and write down on it, what do you think about yourself? Write your thoughts about yourself. How do you see yourself? How do you see your look? How do you see your personality? How do you see the way you think? So write down those things on a paper, and now you can see all the negative thoughts that you are thinking about yourself. If you can see that all the things you did right was negative, so you have extremely low self-esteem and you have to keep going with this video to raise your self-esteem up. Okay, the first point to raise your self-esteem is you have to write down all your positive things, all your positive in your personality. Write down everything that you see good in yourself. You see that you are looking good in this. You are looking good when you do this. You're talking in a good way. You're walking in a good way. You're wearing your clothes in a good way. See the good in yourself. See the positive thing about yourself and write them down on a paper. Okay, now you have to set goals for improving yourself, because it doesn't happen through the night. You have to work for it. So you have to set your goal. You see a negative thing in yourself in the way you look. Maybe you feel like you are not looking that good. So you want to improve this. You want to accept yourself as it is. You want to convince yourself that you are looking fine. You're not that bad. Okay? Set the goal and say that I will have my self-esteem about how I look in a particular time and work on it. Set goals to improve yourself. The thing that I want to tell you is to have a high self-esteem doesn't mean that you have to be perfect, because nobody's perfect and we are all not perfect. You won't see the perfect person in the whole world. So having a high self-esteem doesn't mean that you have to be perfect in everything in yourself. No, but just forgive yourself for your imperfection. Forgive yourself for your imperfection. Keep telling yourself that I can't be perfect. I can improve some things in my life, some things in my personality, some things in general, but I won't be perfect and I won't reach that perfection. So forgive yourself for this. If you see that you are lacking something in your personality or in yourself, don't beat yourself up. This is normal. No one is perfect and you won't be perfect. The last thing, and for me this is the most important thing, because sometimes we surround ourselves with people who keep lowering our self-esteem day after day after day, because they're negative. They keep telling us about all the bad things in us, all the negative things in us, all the things that we don't like about ourselves. They keep highlighting them. So that is a bad thing. So just try to surround yourself with positive people around you. Surround yourself with people who see you as good as you are. Surround yourself with people who appreciate you, who are trying to improve you, who are trying to help you improve yourself. If you are surrounding yourself with negative people, negativity will be all around yourself and your self-esteem will never ever go high. Surround yourself with people who appreciate you, people who are positive to you all the time. So at the end, having a high self-esteem doesn't mean to be arrogant, doesn't mean to be bad to people. No, having self-esteem means to be good to yourself, and that's the number one benefit of it. You have to be good to yourself, because if you're feeling good about yourself, so everybody will feel good about you. You will be appreciated. You will be grateful with yourself and with your life. You will be grateful with the way you look, the way you live, the way you talk, the way you act. You will be grateful with everything. You will accept yourself. You will be satisfied with everything you do in your life. Okay, everyone, at the end of the video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because the next video will be talking about self-confidence, and we all need this in our life. Don't forget to subscribe so you will be updated with all the videos that are coming your way. And I will leave the link to the Udemy course in the description box below, so you can go check it out, because it's in details on how to know yourself and how to treat yourself well, detailed in a very simple way for you. So I will leave the link in the description box to go to enroll, because there's a huge deal from Udemy now. The courses are all in discount. Don't waste that chance. Till I see you in the next video. Bye.